Yeah, you wouldn't expect this game to be on the channel now, would you? So, welcome to Sonic Heroes, a game that is quite honestly my favorite Sonic game of all time. And you're probably wondering, why of all games is this your favorite Sonic one? Well, for context, it's the game I grew up on the most. This was my Sonic Adventure 2, which kind of sounds sad in hindsight, but yeah, I didn't grow up with Sonic Adventure at all, and well, this is the closest thing I had to it. This is what I knew. Along with that, it is a game I have played so many times throughout my entire, well, lifetime. It is a game that I love dearly, not simply just for nostalgia, but also for what it was trying to do. Now, granted, this is not a good game by all means. This is probably, this is considered one of the lesser good Sonic games. Like, a lot of people love it for nostalgic reasons, and I understand that, but I honestly love the game for what it is. It's a game that I feel is underrated with a lot of people's opinions, and a lot of people absolutely hate this game. And honestly, I think it's just coming from that this was the successor to Sonic Adventure at the time. This was what was supposed to take over the Sonic Adventure role. And I understand people having hatred towards that. This is not the game that they wanted it to be, and, well, they just attributed it to that. But I want to prove that this game is not as bad as it can be. This game is great in its own right, and I hope I can show that off with this LP. Now, you're probably wondering, well, one, the version of the game I am playing. I am playing on the GameCube version, and to my expertise, I guess, well, not really expertise, but to my opinion, that is the best version you could probably play. There is a PC version, but it's really weird, and it's not even out there anymore, strangely enough. And the PlayStation version is very poor. I think there's also an Xbox version, but as far as I know, there's a PlayStation and a GameCube version, and the GameCube version has the best quality along with the best performance, I guess you could say. So, let's get started here. So we have story mode, which is what we're going to do. And this is where people start getting all gripey about the game. There are 4 different teams that we can choose from, and each team has their own version of the story. And we are doing every single team. And I'll explain why, but for right now, we'll just stick with Team Sonic. We will be doing every team, and yeah, we'll start off with Sonic.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed! Okay! Alright! Yo, Tails! Long time no see!
Sonic, check this out!
Guess what, Sonic Heroes? I finally developed the ultimate weapon. In 3 days, I'll conquer the world. Think you can stop me?
Sounds like an invitation to party.
What are we gonna do, Sonic?
No worries. We've got this one. Ha! Think I'd miss this? Time to crack that Eggman wide open! Yeah, let's party!
So we're starting off in Seaside Hill. Each area I'm just going to refer to as an act because, well, classic Sonic, but what the recording schedule of this is going to be, well, not recording schedule, but the way I'm going to record these are each zone or each act for each episode. So we're going to be spending all of our time in Seaside. Or is it Seaside? I literally just read it and I can't remember because I'm too excited. So the way this game works, you have 3 different characters to play as. I am going to ignore Tails' explanation because Tails is horrible at explaining everything. So you have generally 3 people, obviously. You have red, yellow, and blue. Yellow is for flying power, so in this case, Tails. And flying is actually just a really good team to have, or team member. because what they do, they keep you kind of hovering above the floor and all that. You can shoot your team members to get items, and along with that, you can stun them, stun enemies, I mean. Second of all, you have red, which is power. Power is meant to, well, destroy everything in everything's path. They are the destructive force and your weapon. And lastly, you have, well, Sonic, and oh god, no, I want that checkpoint. I want that checkpoint. I need that checkpoint. Okay, thank you. So, in this case, Sonic, which is speed. Speed is your speed running tactic along with other different abilities that we'll see throughout different characters as we play through the different teams. So yeah, along with that, Sonic does have a unique move that I'll show right here, which is Tornado. This sends enemies flying up into the sky, which will be useful for something later. Along with that, Sonic has a homing attack like all of the... I think actually... No, it's only Sonic and Shadow that have it, never mind. I was going to say Amy has it too, but I don't think she does. So, and if you see the little circles underneath each character, that is their level meter. The higher the level, the more... well, not dangerous, but... the better their actions become, the more consistent they become, and the more destructive they become, at least in Power's case. So yeah, for example, since we have level 2 on Fly, we can just straight up kill those Eggman robots. It's great. Along with that, this is specific to Team Sonic. Sonic has the Lightspeed Dash, like from Sonic Adventure, although it is tied to the Boost, which is another thing entirely, which I'll show. Actually, I can't show that because I have to do Fly here. Ugh. So yeah, with Power, you can either just spam it on the ground, or you can jump into the air and spike your friends into enemies. This can sometimes damage them though, and what you saw there, that was a boost. It's tied to the same input as a ring dash, which is really annoying. But basically, if you wait for your team members to come up behind you, they'll kick you, and you'll just get a giant burst of speed, which is very nice for speed running stuff. Now what I'm going to show here is a Team Blast. Team Blasts are a screen nuke, and it's, well, different depending on each team member, or not team member, but each team. For Team Sonic's case, you don't get anything extra besides a screen nuke. So, I'll explain what the others do later, but for right now we're just going to focus on Team Sonic. So, and if you see that key we have, the keys are to unlock special little stages that we can do at the end of the mission. I'm only going to pick up the one in this mission for right now. Also, you want to jump into this cannon as either Sonic or Tails, because cannons are weird. The way cannons work is that you can control them by yourself if you go into them using power, so in this case, Knuckles. But if you go as Speed or Fly, then you just shoot up to the sky. I don't get it either. There'll be a mechanic later that will show that better. Anyway, that key, I'm only going to do it in this specific act because the keys only matter in the second, or not the act, the second zone, I guess. Or is it act or I'm losing my mind, I'm sorry. Also, since we're so high leveled with Sonic, we can just one-shot these egg bots. But yeah, you want to get the second key in the second level, or you want to get the key in the second level of every major zone. There you go, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying too hard to focus on the game as well. We're at the very end anyway. Because that will unlock special missions that we can go and do stuff with. But specifically in the second level, if you get the key at the second level before the area is done, you can go and get a Chaos Emerald, which we will be killing after all of them. But there's our first mission. Not too shabby. Probably got an A on that. Yeah.
That was tight.
Now, if you're concerned about the ranks, unless if you're going full 100% on this, the ranks do not matter. You can get as low as an E or as high as an A. It really does not matter if you're just playing through the game. Here's our first special... Okay, it's Act, then Zone. Okay, right. I always got to remember that acts are the levels and then zones are the entire area, so... You always want to get... okay, yeah, I'll explain this first. So, these special levels consist of these rainbow ball things that you want to pick up. And basically what you want to do is pick up these things, you'll see a little boost meter at the top, and you just want to spam the hell out of B. At least if you're in speed formation. Power basically just helps you get more of them, and I hate flies. I'm just going to go back to speed every time it wants you to go into fly formation, so... This first one's not too bad. It gives you plenty of time. The first one for every act is always going to be just extra stuff. Also, these guys are going to drop some balls for us or some spiky balls. You do not want to hit the spiky balls because they are dangerous and not good for your health. But yeah, I saw there I got none of those balls, so I have to go and recollect. It's very annoying. But yeah, these levels you want to go as fast as humanly possible, and, well, the way to do that is spamming B. Now, I will say, the sensitivity in this place sucks. I'm barely flicking the left stick, and I am going all over the place, so keep that in mind. This is good practice if you want to do it. But yeah, the first act of these kind of missions are always going to be just for extra lives, so that is why I'm not going to focus on getting the key in the first act of every zone, because it's just completely pointless. There's no reason to do it, so. Get our gold ring. How many levels did I get from that? I'm very curious. I'm sorry if I'm explaining things really fast, but like, we are playing through the game, so kind of have to concentrate sometimes. Into stage 2. More Sea Palace stuff, which is like my favorite area of the entire game. I love the Sea Palace. It's so cool, man. Plus the music is great. You may rag on this game, but you gotta admit the music is great. It's like every game in the Sonic history. Also another unique attribute of power. You can break open these doors. And the way the level up system works is very odd. The way it works is that whatever your team members kill has a chance of dropping the opposite of whatever you're currently using. For example, if you destroy stuff using Knuckles, you'll have a higher chance of the skills that are dropping to be either Tails or Sonic. So, now this key I definitely want to try to keep. The thing with the keys is that if you get hit once with the key, you will lose the key. So be very careful of that. Now, if you're going for all the Chaos Emeralds, I highly suggest just waiting until you go through Team Rose's story. I haven't explained why yet, but I will just in a sec. But basically the way the keys work is that you have to get them at the end of the act. If you don't get them, you're kind of screwed until you beat the story for that team lineup. So, also another unique aspect of, well, at least in Team Sonic's case, yeah, you can wall jump, which is really weird. Anyway, the reason I say to wait to get the Chaos Emeralds until you go to Team Rose is that each team has a different difficulty. Team Sonic's is kind of just the standard story. It's not too hard, it's not too easy. Team Shadow is the hard difficulty, Team Rose is the easy difficulty, and then Team Chaotix is kind of a collect-a-thon. It's kind of its own thing, which is very weird. There we go. And you can see there, just from having level 3 Knuckles, we have like a bunch of explosions coming out of everywhere. So yeah. Pretty good. Let's run up here. And we got invincibility. We rarely see invincibility. And more turtles for... Oh god. I will say, the speed in this game is ridiculous. You can fly off the side very easily if you don't know what you're doing, so... If you're playing this for the first time, take your time. Also, another special thing with level 3 Sonic is he will instantly send enemies up in the air when you homing attack them, which is very awesome. That's only if he's at level 3, though. That's how you get rid of those shields. So, one of my favorite things with this game, though, is, yeah, they focus so hard on the team mechanic, but the mechanic is really well done. They did a really good job on, like, making different enemies weaker or resistant to different affinities. You can't just go through the whole game killing everything with Sonic, which, I mean, you can, but it's not practical. So, we'll go to Tails a little bit. We'll fly up here. And boop. And yeah, you can see the little stun mechanic with Tails there. So yeah. And there is a glitch that I will show with Tails, and I will definitely be taking advantage of because this game actively tries to screw you. Right, I need Knuckles. One of the bad things, though, if you try to switch team members in the middle of being in the sky, you have to wait till you land. So that's also kind of annoying. There's another key here. There's no benefit of grabbing another key, but I might as well grab it. So yeah. And if you're wondering how the score is, well, calculated in this game, it's calculated by the speed, or, well, how fast you got through the level and how many collectibles you got, along with levels. if you die at all, like if you lose all your rings or fall off the map or whatever, you lose all your levels. Are you kidding me? Well, that was a great demonstration. Can I go back and get that key? I hope I can. I want that key. What's down here? Oh, there's the key. Okay. At least the key respawns. Yeah, that was bull. I don't know why that happened. Whatever. Just get back up here and just hold, basically just hold down. I don't know why that even happened. Alright. Go! Run! But yeah, like I said, the game will try to cheese you sometimes. So you kind of want to be careful. This game's not perfect, so never stated it was. 2 rocks now. Don't even worry about grabbing all the items in the middle of this lane. They're not worth it, so just keep running. Knuckles got hit. Right, I'm glad I got that key at the end, because this is at the very end of the mission. There we go. Pretty simple. And definitely did not get an A rank because I lost all my levels. That is harsh. I mean, I did good on the time, but again, I lost all my levels, so that's why I got such a low score. But here we go. Here we go. What? Here we go. Act 1, Special Stage, Emerald Challenge. Okay, yeah, no, okay, acts are the zones. And zone, okay, I don't know. I'm gonna go by levels and areas. That's what I'm gonna say. You want to be as fast as humanly possible. I don't even recommend swapping to Knuckles to get more of the rainbow balls, because Sonic needs to be as fast as he can be. This is timed, and if you don't get the Chaos Emerald by the time it hits the end of the stage, you lose the Chaos Emerald, and you either have to restart or just wait to get it on the different team, or wait till you finish this current team. This one's pretty easy to grab. That's why I'm doing it on Team Sonic. Not too shabby. But yeah. As I said, though, if you're having trouble grabbing all the Chaos Emeralds on one specific team, I would just wait until doing it through Team Rose, because Team Rose's is really, really easy, so that is what I recommend.
Stop your pupils! You just make fools of yourself! I think you got that vacuum, Doc.
The Eggcock. Very cool boss fight. The way this works is he kind of just goes backwards if you keep chasing him. If you actually go backwards and go to that little area, he'll follow you there. So what you want to do is you can just keep smacking his face here. But once he gets here, you really want to go into... that was peachy. Grab the coin, please. There we go. You want to go into Knuckles and just go ham. Where are my team? Where is my team? There we go. I can't freaking see. Oh my god. Just keep shit rocking into his face. And yeah, that's all you want to do. You can get some extra damage if you have Tails leveled up high enough, but... oh god. But yeah, you can also take down some of the rotors. Each part of the Eggcock has different health levels. The main body is what you want to destroy to, well, get the win. But, you can destroy the rotors to make them slower, or destroy the little egg dude. Egg bot, I should say. There we go. There's one of the rotors. And yeah, you can just spam... oh my god. Okay, let me get my coin. I am getting hit way too much. It's because I'm trying to explain this. Ow. But yeah, you can see how much Knuckles just does to this guy. It's really nice. Alright. Just take him down. You can also just keep homing attack him here, because your team members will go after him as well. This boss is really easy. It's the first level, so not too shabby. Later, Eggman.
Yes!
Not too bad.
Piece of cake.
I mean,
Too easy.
with how many times I got hit, I'm surprised I got a B. And yeah, this is going to immediately start putting us into Grand Metropolis, but like I said, I'm going to do a stage per, or not stage, but a zone per episode, so we'll be doing Grand Metropolis next time. So,
Looks like Eggman escaped into the city.
Eggman's robots are taking control of everything.
Let's find Eggman and show him the real power of teamwork.
yeah, we will in the next episode. So, next time on Sonic Heroes, we'll be going through the Grand Metropolis. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.